Hey, grateful day, y'all. So this is technically part two of my what would you do if your Wi-Fi went out and you work from home. And so I'm actually going to walk you through my day, and I will, by the end of this mini vlog, share with you exactly what I was able to do. So to give you a little preview, but I would highly recommend you check the description box and check the previous vlog where I went over tips, especially if you're a remote worker. If you are new here, my name is Dr. TK. I am a wife, a mom, clinical psychologist, and therapist business coach. And today I got fully dressed, a little bit of makeup. My son started back school after his extended spring break for 6 weeks off. And so today was really my day to be as best productive as I knew that I could, which meant that yesterday, just to walk you through what I do when I am kind of like restarting a new season, is I make sure that the home is in order in terms of making sure that my son can get off to school and I don't have to worry about those things. So I did do something that I would highly not recommend, but I had enough energy to do it. So take advantage, ladies, of your energetic flows in terms of maybe you have a schedule of doing like one load of laundry every other day, or maybe you are a person where you do all your laundry in one day on the weekend, which I do not recommend. But I have been spreading out my laundry, and one of the things that I did yesterday is took full advantage of my energetic capacity. So that's something that we talk about a lot, even in our In Her Collective. That's a community of women who are service providers, entrepreneurs, and you want to be the best version of yourself, but you know, life be lifing, things get in the way, you're at capacity, you're giving to people all the time in your home, in business, at work, etc. And you're just tired. And so because I believe in understanding my energetic capacity, which means that I take full advantage when I have energy for 2 hours, do as much as possible that I probably would not do later on or the next day on the day that I feel it. Okay. So I chose to do all the loads of laundry. However, I intermixed it with the rest of my day. And so I did four loads of laundry, folded them up the same day, which is something that I usually don't do. But sometimes I fold laundry because it just feels therapeutic, because it's mindless. That's probably a better way of putting it. It is mindless. I am watching my mom travel and Disney vlogs, and I'm just chilling because I don't have to think about work. And so did all that yesterday. Then I had enough energy to go ahead and clean at least the upstairs bathrooms, because we have a total of 4 bathrooms in the house. There's 2 on the top floor with the master bedroom, 2 bedrooms. And then I didn't do anything on the middle floor, which is like the kitchen, living room, and another bathroom. And then I didn't do anything in my office. It's tidy enough to do videos down there, but didn't do anything down there. But I did enough so that my son could be prepared to go to school today. That was the whole go. And then I got let me set this down. Let me show you. I have an outfit on my husband bought, and it is from Sam's Club. So these run about $35 to $40 a set. It is mint green. If I can find it on the website, I'll link it below. But as you can see, I don't know if you can tell based off the material, it feels like Skims. Like if you've ever had Skims on, it's like the buttery soft. That's what it feels like. And so I'm like, he done bought me 4 of these and I need to wear them. And 100 degrees finally went away. It's probably 70 degrees right now. So it was good enough for me to put the sweatsuit on. So I did that. I did my makeup, my hair's already in a ponytail, woke up this morning, got on the walking pad and was like, oh, today gonna be so productive. And then the internet was down. And I found that out when I tried to walk on my walking pad back there, because I set it up in my living room over there. And I realized that your girl can't. I'm gonna say, hold on. I cannot do my personal development the way that I would like to. So with that in mind, I already knew this would be an interesting day, but I still got dressed, had an attempted team meeting that ended up on FaceTime with blurry faces. And then I went to our community center and tried to get on Wi-Fi, and yeah, that was down. Went around the corner, and then my son's school sent out a message, which is right by Starbucks, saying their internet and phones are down, which are connected to the internet. And I'm just like, this is not good, because this means that most of our day in our world, y'all, even our children's classrooms, revolve around the internet. So let me tell you what I'm not going to do. I'm not going to just make myself busy for no reason. I'm about to find something to clean up or do around this house. There are things that I need to do, and I best use my time capacity before my son get home, because I know he's going to be either tired or amped up. So I'm going to run to the grocery store. You're going to go with me. I'm going to take my laptop. I'm low-key going to see if Starbucks is up. Maybe they got a different Wi-Fi, but from what I understand, everybody down. But I'm going to just go see. And if they're up, I'm going to sit in my car for a little bit first and do a little work. and then I'm gonna go to the grocery store. So we'll see how today pans out. But let me know, have you ever been in a space where you can't get on Wi-Fi and you got work to do? Let me know if I'm by myself. All right. Oh, and if you're new here, hey, I would love for you to become a part of our abundant crew. And so make sure that you subscribe to this channel, like this video, and tell me, where are you located, young lady, beautiful soul? All right, y'all. Let me put on some tennis shoes and get ready to see if I can get on some Wi-Fi. So I drove about 10 minutes away from my home. I am on Starbucks Wi-Fi. I am about to triple dip. And so I'm about to get on this Wi-Fi for about 30 minutes. It's 12. Yes, 12:30. I had to make sure the time was changed from like when the time changed. But it is 12:30. I'm going to work until about 1 or 1:15 because I do need to set up some things for my team to prepare in the background for this masterclass to start selling tickets tomorrow for a virtual event. And I'll link that below. And then I'm going to head over to Walmart and probably spend no more time than like 30 minutes just honestly shopping off of, I'm going to do it right now. I add things to my, for time's sake, my Instacart app. And then I also have the Walmart app that I can add in things like tank tops and stuff for my son and just like basic essentials I need to grab. But I find that that gives me a space to like walk around and just look because one, I know exactly what I'm in there to get. I take pictures and videos of things that I like. And then of course I price check it like and look on Amazon when I go home, but it's just giving me something to do outside the house. And also just as a reminder, when something like this happens, do not force yourself to do something. This could have been a time for me just to go outside and take a walk. It's a nice day. It could have also been a day for me to, spend time and be still and spend time with God. Like I said, if I needed to clean my house, I could have done that. There are plenty of things to do when we don't have Wi-Fi. And this just also brings up a more important point, which is our world has gotten so dependent upon the internet with even our, kids' school and everything that we do and people operating on their phones all day that, if the internet went down for like a week, a lot of us would be in a lot of trouble. So yeah, let me get to work. It is 12:34. I need to clock every single minute. But yeah, let me know below, do you have issues with time management? If so, in what areas or what do you wish could be better? I would love to do some chit chats around time management. I am a good productive person. And also work through anxiety. So, we may be more alike than you think because you're my little abundant friend over here on the internet. All right, let me get to work. Just an update. I did stay a little bit longer. Yay, everything is done. So it is 1:32. I started at 12:34. I built out a Stand Store sales page. I built out a confirmation page for people to register for the masterclass. Everything was pre-written on my laptop and on my phone. So I just had to do some updates, some grammatical error cleanups. Then I went over to Canva. I created my thumbnail for my store, the PDF confirmation so people can register for the Zoom link. I created the Zoom link registration, the email header for the registration. Then I also created the email marketing confirmation so that people can get 2 registrations so they can register for Zoom. And so I was able to do all that in 58 minutes. And so the reason why I also, with a team member, do all of this is because sometimes we experiment with a tweak in our system. And considering that I am the funnel builder and my team member is more on the customer relationship side, I like to build things out, see what I'm going to assign to that individual. And then if I need to, assign something to a contractor. And then once I've built it, I will know how long it should take. Because if we duplicate this masterclass, which in the future we will, because we do masterclasses all the time, then they will have step-by-step processes because I have tested it out. I have walked through it and I just completed the process because I got the confirmation email letting me know that I'm registered for my own masterclass because it's always good to test out your own processes. And so the only thing I need to do that I'm not going to do right now is set up my mini chat for automation for the Instagram, marketing. But outside of that, I can do actually that from my phone because it has an app. And so I can wait until the internet gets up for that, or I can just, do it when I go home from my phone. But just wanted to wrap up and let y'all know before I head over to Walmart what all I was able to accomplish, even without Wi-Fi in my house. Hey, what's up, y'all? Your girl made it back home in enough time. And so I was able to get everything for my chili, and I am back home enough in time to make my son a second lunch because we all know these kids don't really eat lunch at school for real because they want to be on the recess, in the recess area. And so I'm going to make him some gluten-free dinosaur chicken nuggies where he's going to eat some apples on the side. And then we have alarms, y'all, set for some homework because I already know it's coming because we ain't got no weeks off. Okay. So let me know if you've enjoyed me walking you behind the scenes, real life of what do you do when your business runs off Wi-Fi, literally in your home, and you need to get on your desktop. It's not just on your phone and you cannot get on it. So what do you do? And so let me know how helpful this was seeing behind the scenes, and what do you do when Wi-Fi just goes out or a platform goes out, because I kind of alluded to that in my part 1 video as it relates to me doing like a 5-day boot camp situation, and then Facebook froze for a whole day. Okay. And so what I do want to know, because I know I have a lot of moms, caregivers, bonus moms in the community. And what I wanted to know is, would you like me to do a chit chat or Q&A, or put your questions below, around how do I maneuver my evening schedule once the kid or the kids come home? Because I have a now 8 and 15-year-old two sons that also play sports, and right now we're in a very interesting season. And so if you want to know how I set up my evenings, because they do change with certain seasons, let me know. But until we chat again, have a blessed, prosperous, and abundant rest of your day. Make sure that you are carving out time to focus on you. As I've mentioned throughout this mini chit chat, is that if something like this happens, unless you have to work, do not force yourself to work. This may be a signal from the universe for you to be still and slow down. All right, I'll talk to y'all later. Subscribe to the channel, and I will talk to you in the next one. Bye.